Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Tell us what we're doing here.
We're just showing up for the Digital Asset Blockchain Task Force that the state of Utah is holding to establish better industry relationships with the government and help actually facilitate a couple of things that we're looking to do for our technology. So it's going to be really interesting, excited about it, and let's go check it out. If you don't do anything and you have a void and it's chaotic, somebody will step in to resolve the complaints that invariably come.
The best invitation you give the public is like, come and tell us what the problems are, tell us what your grievances are, and if there's something in the way, like, have us help you remove it.
One of the things that we've learned a long time ago that initial technology, and still is today, is sometimes difficult to use. The task force just took place, the first one, and Representative Tischer is the co-chair of the task force, and then Trace Mayer was somebody that was involved in passing legislation last time, working on it from an industry perspective. Same with Rob Lamb as an attorney for Dow's, and there was a lot of work that wasn't seen during the last legislative session. I just wanted to catch some ideas from everybody, a little bit of input and how they think what's going on, how it's working so far, and where they think the direction of the task force is going to go to make blockchain and digital assets easier and simpler to use.
Yeah, so I really appreciated the meeting today because I think it gave us a chance to get a bunch of experts in the room and talk about the issues that we had. And it's not really the best place to write legislation and do all the work, but just having those relationships, talking about the issues and deciding here's the direction that we need to go is going to be really vital to make sure we have the right legislation in place for the next session.
Maybe Trace talked a little bit about your perspective. I mean, the people in that room, there's some amazing talent, definitely. You've got a long history with Bitcoin, specifically in blockchain. Maybe you can talk a little bit about, your involvement as an industry representative of your own businesses, those kind of things.
Yeah, so building this industry pretty much from scratch. I first started publicly talking about Bitcoin at less than $1 million market cap. Yeah. And so funding core infrastructure like Kraken, NYDIG, Bitcoin Magazine, BitPay, we could go on and on, Custodia. What I see the potential here is that Utah can become the blockchain capital of the world. We really have all the elements and factors that we need. We have the universities, we have a diverse workforce that's educated, we have finance, we have Silicon Slopes, we have private equity, we have venture capital, all the way from WorkPerfect days, multiple generations of companies coming out that have done very well. And so we can harness all of that and really push forward the next phase of innovation, financial innovation and tech innovation. And that's what I think we're exploring with the Blockchain and Digital Asset Task Force, is how we can really go about doing that in a methodical way and in a way that's going to really turbocharge the economy here in Utah.
And I think one of the biggest assets that wasn't mentioned is we have a very favorable political body. The members of our legislature, the governor, everybody, they're very business friendly and very, their disposition towards smaller, lighter hand of government to help the innovation take place, not to force it or not to control it.
Legislation is facilitating innovation. That's the goal, just like Trace said. That is ultimately the goal. Specific to what I'm doing and some of the effort that I'm looking at is decentralized autonomous organizations, where you actually have a thing, you have a structure that needs legislative support for the innovation to ultimately achieve its potential. And so we're going to be very proactive in working through legislation that promotes and ultimately facilitates innovation within the decentralized autonomous organizations and NFTs.
My name is Amelia Powers Gardner. I'm a Utah County Commissioner. So Utah County, the second largest county in the state of Utah, about 700,000 people. I'm one of the commissioners there, and The two things that I've implemented in government so far is we did blockchain voting with our overseas and military members, as well as people with disabilities, allowing them the opportunity to cast a vote and still have a secret ballot. Without blockchain and without cryptography, they have to waive their right to a secret ballot to cast a vote via email. And the second thing we did is put marriage licenses on the blockchain, allowing people to be able to get a marriage license and get a marriage certificate without ever having to step foot in a government office. We've done over 25,000 of those over the last 2 years. So I'm involved with the task force because I see real, viable usability and efficiency in blockchain technology in government, and I want to help show people that this isn't just a theory. This is something we are doing today and we can do, and I want to help people understand that the digital world in Web3, government can be a part of it, and it actually makes it efficient, lower cost, and more convenient for the population.
I'm David Wiley. I'm the CEO for All for One, Decentra here in Utah, and also Useless Crypto DAO. And so my contributions to the space are building an app that is a non-custodial, multi-chain, hierarchical deterministic wallet. And so what that means essentially is that we're all about the decentralization aspect of crypto and building tools and resources and wallets that allow for people to trade these assets in a decentralized way, meaning they're not going through some sort of central authority to actually trade these assets. They actually maintain and manage their own keys and their own security credentials. And so our goal is to make crypto open, easy, and accessible to the masses, because there's definitely an onboarding issue when it comes to getting people into crypto. And so we want to be more like the Robinhood of crypto. And so what I want to do is apply my experiences in the decentralized community, decentralized finance community, and crypto in general, not necessarily to be a foil, but I'm a fierce decentralization advocate, and I understand that if we really want to maintain that spirit of decentralization, government can create scaffolding to allow that thing to flourish without necessarily destroying it. And so that's my goal in being on the task force, is understanding how the state can help recognize crypto assets, decentralization, to help facilitate crypto payments and those sorts of things. What I see coming down the pipe for the Blockchain and Digital Innovation Task Force is the state government listening to, are not necessarily going to come in and impose restrictions or regulations, but wanting Utah to be a place where crypto can really thrive and attracts a lot of these organizations and these projects, and to really have Utah be the Silicon Slopes, not just of Web 2 tech, but of Web 3 tech.
Awesome. As you can see, we've got amazing people on this task force from every aspect of technology to legal aspects and trading, commercial. This is the right team for the right place at the right time. So I'm super excited, and we'll see you next time.